Hello and welcome to Football Fumb, Episode 7. This is the start of QPR Queen's Park Rangers series career, and it's the start of Season 3. As you can see from the current table, we've managed to get a couple of wins. We had a poor start. If I just go to the schedule. We had a great pre-season, had a trip to work on team cohesion, etc. Won all the friendlies. Then we had probably the hardest start possible. But we managed to we did get a penalty and came away with no points, but we scored. I put in another pre-season friendly to build up confidence, etc. Then this game here, Burnley, was in the bag. We outplayed them. I think if we go to the stats analysis, although that showed greater possession, more shots, etc. Our goalkeeper unfortunately spilled the ball from a corner. And who should be at the back post? Andy Carroll to nod in. I don't think that they didn't deserve anything, but we move on. We move on. So and it was partly my fault, especially this here was embarrassing. The League Cup 3-0 loss at home. I think he might be quite a decent player. That's Lalkovic. I don't know, but anyway, I changed. Almost a sort of a B team with Bilal Libra. I'll get used to saying his name once or twice. And Simone up front. I changed the formation, changed some players, but it just didn't work at all. It's terrible. So, and that got me a bit concerned for this season. So, if we move on to tactics. I think hopefully you will remember that I had quite a good success last season, first season in the Premiership, and with 5-2-3 formation using wing backs. I wanted to try and look at my own tactics, a 4-3-1-2. Formation. This wasn't working that well, so I looked at again changing the player instructions, etc. And this is the one that I've taken a lot of advice from the internet. And this is a formation and tactics which seems to, it brought me 2 wins so far. Going back to the schedule. And 2-1, which at home to Stoke, really important victory there, and the same result, 2-1 away. So that's where our 2 wins, 6 points have come from, and obviously, take us. This is what we need to do: fight bravely against relegation again, but which is hopefully not too onerous with the squad that I've now built. But obviously, before you get your first win, there's a few seeds of doubts, and you need to build the confidence. So going back to the tactics, I've built a new formation, new team, and I call it attack. And we I think most formations, most teams work better with 4 at the back. I think having 3 centre backs is a bit limiting. Also, it's stronger. 3 midfielders, 2 ball-winning midfielders, either side of a deep line playmaker, who still defends. So that's quite a solid unit. They feed the ball. I've got Conte, who's a great wing back last season. Robinson, vice captain. Not such a good wing back, but he's a good full back. They're a solid unit. the fullbacks still push on, but they feed the ball to someone like Gribbin, AMC, and then with through balls, etc., you've got a poacher, and then you've got a target man, which longer balls can go up to. So it's shorter passing. We play out of defence. We work the ball into the box, exploit the middle. We don't use the flanks. We close down more in defensive roles. We're more disciplined. However, that's a little bit strange when we're again away to Swansea, which I'll show you in a sec. Lower tempo, so there's more control to the passing. The normal prevent short goalkeeper distribution, but again, not using the flanks, we play much narrower. So this seems to be working, which I don't know, with FM, you sometimes have to change your formation, etc., because the computer AI works it out. But this is working so far, and I'm looking to persevere. Let's get on to something that you may all want to see a little bit more exciting: the transfer history. If I start with the outs, Cavani, he's retired. But I wanted to bring him in as a coach, which I did. He's a goalkeeper, youngster that messed me about a little bit. Anua, actually, let's have a look at Anua if he's found a club. He's gone to Minnesota. Unbelievable. But he's 31. He's got pace, but he was one of the better. I did offer him a contract actually, but he just wanted far too much, and he wanted something like a 3-year deal. Shodipo, wide man, which again, as I say, I don't really want to use. And these are all youngsters, which Eshen, Messiah, so I won't say them all, but they just didn't cut the mustard really, and they just didn't do it. And I looked at, he was meant to be good. Prohuli, again, I loaned him out to Oxford, didn't do that great. So yeah, they've all gone. Ryan Manning, who is currently with Queen's Park Rangers, Ian Holloway has brought him into the team. He looks half decent. I've loaned him out to Luton, who are interested. He's moaning about the facilities, which hopefully he will appreciate it when he comes back. So I don't know about him in the future. Jermaine Defoe. This was, switching. These are all youth players new to the team. Jermaine Defoe. I wasn't looking for him. He came up transfer listed 850,000. I bought him, paid 425, got him for half. He went on the USA summer trip. He then said that he's going to give up football and retire. I mean, I don't know if any of... Now he wants to be a coach. With, Has anyone had that in their saves? Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get that back, that 425. But, I just thought, I think he overpowered on the game. So anyway, I bought him. He retired on me. Forget him. He's just a waste of space for me. Anyway, Aleph, he's still trying to get a work permit. I think he's going to be a future sell-on fee. He was free, so hopefully I'll make, the club will make a tiny little bit of money. Diego Poyet, troublemaker. I think he's going to be going future fee of 1.1. He was free, so make a little bit of money. Joel Lynch, not good enough at this standard, at this Premiership quality, so he's gone. Silla is no one wants to buy him. He's alone again. Ricketts, I spotted him. I think it was under 18s, under 19s. England, he looked good. So, but he's gone out on loan. See what he does. He's not. I don't think he's performing that well. Hasn't scored yet in 5 appearances. But he may be, look, he's 20, may be good. He's got some pace, a little bit of finishing. I don't know. He's got a year to prove himself. Connor Washington, on loan to Charlton, troublemaker. Always considering his options. A pain in the backside. Although he could have been a good player. 14-14. He could have been a good player for me. There you go, listed. Okay. So the ins. Jermaine Defoe, I talked about him. Bradley Dack. Hopefully he will be a good player for us. Bought for 4.2 million, worth now 6.5 million from Brentford. So he may be good. May be good in future. I may have overpaid, but time will tell. So Defoe went. Dack, Will Grigg, freebie. He may turn out to be. I just wanted a little bit more experience up front because when we played the 5-2-3, we had Kuki, we had Pinamonti, quite a lot of wonder kids up front. We just didn't take our chances. So Will Grigg will hopefully give us that a little bit more experience up front. A goalkeeper, Sam Johnston from Man United. He's he's already rated at 3.9 million. Unbelievable. But he may be, he's a good backup. He's slightly better than the goalkeeper, Bangara. That I haven't really given him enough chances, but he's already better than him. Backup goalkeeping position. Right, and then my scouts come and said, sign this guy. I wasn't thinking of signing him. He's already rated, what did I buy him for? 7.5. He hasn't really started. He's had one start in the cup, which didn't work out that well. But look at this. Bravery, I love his determination, 16, work rate 15, finishing 14. Good stats, he's 23, long contract. So I'm hoping 3.5 star to 4 star. So he will be good, but he needs to change his attitude a little bit. He's a bit moody. And then on to, this is another guy that my scouts said would be good. Look at this. You can't get better determination than that. 16 first touch. He's 19. And he's already got Algerian caps, 6 of them. So he could be 2 star. I will give him some game time this season. 3.5. So he looks good. So I brought in a lot of players. My best loan signing last season was Merritt. I think it's Alex Merritt, Udinese goalkeeper. They wanted, his buyout clause, they didn't want to sell. His buyout clause was 16.5 million. So they didn't want to sell their and Aaron. So I had to bring in a decent goalkeeper. I chose to bring in another wonder kid. Wonder kid, 22, slightly older. And he will be good. I think he will be good in time. 4 star, 4.5 star. So and how much did I pay? 5.75, and he's already rated at 7.5. So he's solid. And then so I've got him, number 1 goalkeeper, backup Sam Johnston. Verissa Mohu did quite well for me on loan last season. He's now signed permanently. 2.5 million, already 6.75. So he's actually the best performing, average rating so far. Again, the same thing, although he's currently he's just come back from injury, hasn't really had any game time. Pellegrini will be good for me. Able deputy for Robinson. So he's good. Another one that I may have overpaid. He's meant to be some sort of wonder kid. but he's got good potential. But he's good for Gribbin, Dak, and in the AMC position. And future, he's 20 years old, so he will get some game time. He's under 23s, doing pretty well, but he's a lot of these white stats need to improve. So, but these youngsters that I'm bringing in, and this is a free transfer, another one that I wasn't planning on, but scouts popped up. He's already wanted, but the lower league clubs. But look at this, 3.5 star, 2.5, 16 finishing. He's 18 years old, natural fitness. So he'll be good in time, I'm sure, as a poacher potentially. How about Ruiz? Rob Holding, we brought him in late-ish. Good stats, which I'll probably talk to you about now. I've made an error with Grant Hall. I think he was my best performing centre back last season. But there you go. Rob Holding. He's slightly younger, 23. He's only on loan, obviously, 26, and he's already better than Grant Hall. As I say, I made a mistake with Grant Hall. Let's go to him, actually. Squad. He's wanted by at least 4. Aston Villa have always been interested, never made a bid. He's unhappy. Poor. I tried to look 3-star, 26 years old. He was, about sort of 8 million or so in the summer. Down as a quality player, but he's just not going to get any better. I tried to part X him a couple of times, which peed him off, annoyed him, and now he's unhappy. He doesn't want to talk to me. I've asked the captains, vice captains to talk to him. So we'll have to watch this space, but he may be looking to go, and I've probably played it wrong. I should have just played him this season. But anyway, so we've got Robin Holding in as cover. Again, this guy pops up, and I couldn't resist. 6 million. He hasn't played a first team for me yet, I don't think. But he's already, that will go up. But look at this. Pace, they're all stats going crazy. He's good. 16 finishing. He's 18. Butink. So I've got a lot of youngsters coming into the club. Meligoni, I was really struggling to. I probably, like a lot of you, I probably looking at about 100 different players, and this guy Meligoni, who I had on loan last season, didn't want to sign. Look at that, 6.86, and he's playing in his preferred playmaker, deep line playmaker role. He's already worth more. Well, he will be worth more in time. But I paid potentially over the odds. Most of my budget, I think I had 40 million given to me for the club. I talked about Alex Meret. He was 16.5 million. That's nearly half your budget on a goalkeeper. I didn't want to pay this. I wanted to pay a lot of it up. Sort of 6 to 8 million up front. But the Atalanta wasn't having it. They just would only accept it all up front. I suppose, so they wanted the cash up front to spend how they wanted. So I felt I had the money, but, and looking at his stats, going back, I've made him my captain. Leadership, that probably may increase. Look, he's 19. I love this determination. These stats will all go up. 4-star, 4-star. Superb rating for senior team. Superb at 19. I think. Well, he does obviously under 21. He does play for Italy. I've got a feeling he was captain for them. So, and I've got him on a long contract. So I've got high hopes, and I had to splash the cash to get him. This guy I've been looking at, Lopez, Silva Lopez, 19 again, bags of potential. Peterborough, I think it was Peterborough. Yeah, 800k, and he's worth that. But yet he's hardly played it. He hasn't played in the first team yet. But he's good backup. A little bit, deep line playmaker. He will hopefully improve his tackling, etc. But these stats will become all rounded. So he's another. I don't know if he's a wonder kid, but he's very good, and prepared to be backup. Another guy I wanted. If you look at the squads, especially if Anua went, wasn't going to get any better. I was going to swap Grant Hall, so Verissimo, who's 22, 23. 23 just turned. He's my most senior. Ammo, who I've got high hopes for. Potentially a wonder kid. His stats haven't gone up as much as I'm looking at this. They haven't gone up as much as, even though he played for me last season. 3.6 million. 27 appearances. But, left side of a back three. They're gone up, but slowly. He would be my potential centre back along with Badal, but I wanted his stats have gone up a touch more, 1 million, but I probably paid over 3 million. But he's good. I think he's on a long-term contract. 2022. So as backup. Lastly, going back to the transfer history. And this guy popped up. His stats already look better. If you compare him to the good old Grant Hall. Look. Here's the green. He's virtually, and he's 19. He's 26. This guy, Quiros. Well, at the moment, this moment in time, I think he's better than Ammo. He's already better than Ammo. He's hardly played for the. I don't think he's even played for the first team. No, not yet. So he's already better. So he would look to come in. But this is the thing that, in order to get him, transfer him, I've got a future fee of 16 million. That is a lot of money. But so just going back to this all hopefully fits in with our club philosophies. Talk about DNA, young future. Excuse me. Yeah, and so we build for the future. I've got a very young squad. So there you go, squad depth. If this ever come up, got a lot of youngsters like Kuki, Pinamonte. These are all young, apart from Will Grigg. I've got good. So building for the future, it's looking good. The tactics now sorted out, but as I say, not a good start. But it's a learning curve. I messed about with the tactics, took it too relaxed, wasn't prepared, didn't get it the familiarity up quickly enough. So I paid the price with a couple of losses, and then bit of a panic. But now this hopefully looking good. I would look to, I don't know whether Grant Hall's ever gonna, whether he's gonna stay, but I would look to bring in give more first team opportunities to Amo, Bedell, and Disquiros, and with the team shape, the formation, hopefully get more chances, and the season looks bright. Hopefully we can survive in the Premiership, and build for the future. So I'm really happy. Eventually, I know you probably think have the same experience where you can't sign the top players. The reputation of Queen's Park Rangers QPR is not as it should be, although it's rising. If we just go here, national reputation, impressive. So that's I think that's gone up since I arrived. We go up, and hopefully up. If we can finish about mid-table, I think we finished 14th last season. I would hope to finish about 10th, 9th or 10th. I mean, Europa would be fantastic, but we have to see. And what we have to, hopefully I'll be back around January transfer time, if not before. But I appreciate anyone watching, anyone listening. I hope you like the new intro, and onward and upward with Queen's Park Rangers. From Football Fumb, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.